competition. Bad and bullshit, bad. Cooking up dope with a Uzi. My niggas are savage, ruthless. We got 30s and 100 rounds too. My bitch is bad and bullshit, bad. Cooking up dope with a Uzi. My niggas are savage, ruthless. We got 30s and 100 rounds too. All set. Records on records, got backers on backers. I'm riding around in a coupe. I take your bitch right from you.
Hey guys, it's your girl Grace. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new to my channel, of course, welcome to my channel. For today's video, I'll be doing a story time, and this story time happened this past summer actually, and I guess thinking and recanting my summer memories actually made me remember this story, and I was like, you know what, how am I going to go about telling the story on my channel? Like, I have to tell you guys the story because I just thought it was appropriate, you know what I mean? It was appropriate for me to tell you guys this story. So with that all being said, let's get started with the story time, okay? So this summer, you guys did remember me talking about how I was a summer camp counselor or whatnot. If you guys haven't watched those story time, I'll leave the link for those story time in the description box below. I'm like really not concentrating right now because I'm really hungry, but I really have to do story time so I can go eat something. But this story time is also with one of my other trouble camper. So with my camper, there was two brothers. I will name them Johnny and Jason. Johnny is the older brother and Jason is the little brother. Johnny and Jason are these mixed kids. I guess their mom is Caucasian and their dad is African American. They were born and raised in the hood. The whole family is in the hood. Y'all know those like Caucasian people who grew up in the hood and they are like hood and like they feel no ways. They would be ghetto ratchet, popping their gun on all that jazz. That's what their mom and aunt was like. So when Jonathan and James came to our James, I don't even remember, when the two kids came to our camp to apply for the program, they were so sweet. The little brother was kind of troublesome. Like, even from seeing him from the jump, I was like, yo, this boy is gonna be a problematic child. They don't listen. Well, the older one, he's weird. He listens only when he wants to, but the little one does not listen. Like, he is just a badass. When I tell you, like, this boy will square up to fight anybody. Like, he feels no ways. And mind you, he's only 6. Like, he will knock your ass out. So I guess one day, we were at program and he did something really bad and we paged him about it. And I guess he was upset because he didn't like the way he was spoken to. So he decided to like have a fit. He threw a fit, and I'm like, okay, well, you can't be acting up in front of all these kids. Like, it's not fair. No one's gonna try to favorite you because that's just not right. So he's throwing a fit. I'm like, you know what, I don't even care. You can just sit in the corner, cry all day. When your mom comes out, explain what happened. That was the first time he gave me a problem. When his parents came to pick him up at the end of the program, we did explain to them like, hey, this is what happened. We can't have a situation like this because, like, listen, we have other kids in the program. We can't keep an eye on that just one child, which is your child. Like, fix up, fam, fix the fuck up. So that was whatever. The next time this happened, I think we were about to start an activity, and this activity involves one person being in the middle, and he wanted to be in the middle. So we said no because we already chose who was going to be in the middle, because we choose who we want in the middle by the behavior of how you were acting throughout the day. So we already chose who we wanted to be in the middle. The person we wanted in the middle is already in the middle of the circle. We're about to start the game. So we asked him like, hey, if anything, you can be in the middle next. And he said, okay. So we're playing this game. It's called Around the World. And this is one of my favorite camp games ever. So how it works is, so you can do names, animals, places, food, countries, anything. So everybody's sitting in a circle and one person starts. So you have to go by alphabet. So it's going to be A, B, C, D, all the way to Z, and then you start all over again. So I guess this time when we started the game, we were doing names. So we started names, whatever. When it got to him, he went 1 round, 2 round, 3 round, and he got out. He got upset because he got out. So I told him, don't get mad. It happens. We can play the game again if you really like it and you want to play. He said, okay. The second time we wanted to play the game, everybody was like, no, we want to play another game. So we played Do You Like Your Neighbors? So this is another favorite summer game, camp game of mine. And how this one works is there's somebody in the middle, you go to somebody in the circle, everybody's sitting in the circle, and you go, do you like your neighbors? If they say no, I don't like my neighbors, the 2 people who are his neighbors or her neighbors have to switch, and the person in the middle is going to try to get one of their seat. And if they say yes, I like my neighbor, they will say yes, I like my neighbors, but I do not like anyone in the circle who did this or who's doing that. So if it was me, I would say yes, I like my neighbor, but I don't like anybody in the circle who's human. So clearly everybody's human and they all have to get up and move. So we were playing that game and they loved it. Like, it's literally the camp favorite game every summer program I've ever worked at would be those two games, camp favorite every year. So we're playing this game or whatever. We played 1 round, we played 2 rounds. When we got to the 3rd round, he was sitting beside, I think, one of our staff, and they said, no, I don't like my neighbors. He got upset because the counselor was saying no, they don't like him. And then the second time, it was sitting beside another camper, and the person say, I like my neighbors, but I don't like anybody with the name, and they said his name. So that's like obligating him and making him feel left out because he's the only person with that name at camp, which is gonna make the kid feel weird, like, you like everybody but me, that's not right. So he started crying, and I'm like, don't cry, please don't cry. And he started bawling at his eyes. I'm like, okay, well, I don't know what I'm gonna do, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. So I'm here trying to calm him down, like, hey, like, relax, breathe. And he started bawling to the point where he's bolted out. And I'm like, bruh, what am I supposed to do? So I grab my sweater and I'm just running after him. This is my second altercation having my campers run out of program because they're upset. So I run out with him and I'm chasing this little boy down the hallway. He opens the door and he's running, and I am like, yo, I am not in shape for this like track race. Like, I'm not in shape. I haven't ran a workout in months. How am I gonna do this? So I start chasing after him, like chasing after him. I finally grabbed him. I'm like, let's go inside. He goes, no. I'm like, yes. He goes, no. I'm like, yes. I'm like, why are you having a fit? He goes, I want to go home. This is just before lunch. He goes, I want to go home. I'm like, when you go home, you can go home and tell your parent what happened. So he just runs away. Like, he didn't even say where he was going. He just like he just snatched himself from my hand and just ran. I'm like, okay, well, I guess I just lost the camper. I went back inside, called my supervisor to let her know what's going on. We're trying to get a hold of his mom or whatever, and nobody answered. But his brother said he went upstairs. I told his older brother to go upstairs and check if he's upstairs. So he went upstairs, and he went to his aunt. So 2-2s, the auntie comes downstairs, and she's wilding out. Like, when I tell you guys, like, I was so scared. Like, I was like, yo, we're about to fight. This white girl's about to bust my ass. I don't even know what to do. So I'm here like thinking every possible scenario in the world that's about to happen when this girl comes down and whoop my black ass. So she comes down and she goes, I want to talk to somebody. And the boy goes, it's her. I'm like, me? The fuck? Me? The fuck? What did I do? He goes, she's the one who did it. I'm like, did what? She said, can I please have a word with you outside? I'm like, okay. She goes, do you not understand what this is? Do you not see what's going on? Let me just make this clear. When my cousin or my nephew wants something, you give him what he wants. I'm like, bitch, who the fuck do you think you're talking to? Like, the fuck, you got me fucked up. I'm saying this in my head. She's like, whenever he wants something, you give him what he wants. That's what you're getting paid to do. I'm like, y'all not even paying me though. Like, the program is free though. Like, what do you mean that's what I'm being paid to do? She's going off. She's saying, oh, did you not know their dad just got shot a couple of weeks ago? Why would you be letting him running around the neighborhood like that? You should be giving. I'm like, yo, fam, why are you just wilding out at me? Like, I didn't do nothing. I'm the one who was trying to keep your nephew or whatever the fuck he is to you. I'm just here like, yo, I'm the one who's trying to keep your nephew, your cousin, or what the fuck the little boy is to you calm and stop throwing a fit. You have to understand that this is a program. There are more than one kid. There is more than one kid here that is just not yours. And in my head, I'm just like, yo, only if I could step out and just whoop her ass, because this girl was talking to me with the most disrespect. Like, when I tell you, she was just going off and off saying, oh, how did you not know just 2 weeks ago their dad got shot in the neighborhood and they're still trying to find the shooter? And I'm just here like, bitch, ask me if I care, because I really don't care. I just want to know, why is he having a fit just because he's not getting his way? And I understand, like, the camper who pissed the boy off in the first place was wrong, and he wanted to apologize, but the boy ran out, so there was nothing the fuck I could have done. So I'm just here like, you know what, when my supervisor comes, you can have a word with her. You can tell her what's going on. You can tell her how you're hurt and how you're bothered, because at this point I really don't give a fuck. I didn't say I really don't give a fuck. I'm just like, at this point there's nothing I can do. And if you want phone numbers, I can give you phone numbers of who you should call and just make your complaint. And she's like, you know what? This program is not running right. Her English is just awful, or my English is just awful. She's like, this program is not being ran right. Nothing is going on. Kids are always coming home every night complaining how you guys are not treating them, how you guys are not running activities with them. I'm like, we run activities. It's up to your child or your nephew or your cousin or your goat if he or she wants to compete or participate or not. That's not my problem. I'm getting paid to run activities, which I am. If your kid does not want to participate, bitch, ask me if I give a fuck, because I don't. I really don't. And she was like, yeah, if this was not a professional thing, because I feel like me and you right now are having some kind of intense or animosity. I'm like, yo, this girl's just speaking bullshit. And she's like, you want to go outside because I don't like the way you're talking to me. I don't like the way you're giving me an attitude. And I'm just here like, I'm sorry, ma'am, there's nothing I can do. Unfortunately, my supervisor is not here. But if you want, I kept saying the same thing. If you want their number, I can give you their number. And she's like, you know what? I'm gonna just let their mom and their dad come deal with y'all. And she just walked away. And in my head, and I'm like, why did I have to be at work? Why, Lord, why? Why didn't you just let me be just a random walking stranger in the street so I can just whoop her fucking white ass and just put her in her place? But after that day, those kids, I always have my eye on them like this. Like, I'm always watching them. And one time, they were supposed to get picked up because on Fridays, we finished program at 12:30. And this Friday it was like 12:42 and no one came for them. So me and my other coworkers had to take them upstairs to the building, to their apartment or whatever. And we banged on the door and they have like, I think 2 pit bulls. They have 2 pit bulls. And all here was, ruff, ruff. I'm like, that's a pussy clap. Back in the elevator I went. I was like, you guys can take them inside when the woof woof stop. I'll be waiting at the elevator for y'all. I am not scared of dogs. I just don't like big dogs, especially pit bulls. I'm not a fan, and I was just scared. And then I went back because like we kept knocking on the door, no one was opening the door. And then we called their mom, and their mom was like, oh, we have to take them to their babysitter. And when we got to the babysitter had like 10 kids, and I'm just like, yo, this family is just fucked up. Like, the boy is just ran in the house digging his nose. And the one thing about that like really got to me was like they wore the same clothes every day of the summer. Dead ass. Dead freaking ass. And in my head I'm like, I understand like you guys are living in like a poor neighborhood, but like I'm sure you can go to a shelter or like the Goodwill and get clothes for your kids to just wear. You know what, let me just stop because I don't know what their family's scenario or situation is, so I can't even talk. Let me just stop right there. But anyways, that is my story time on how one of my campers, cousin, auntie, uncle, whatever the fuck she thought she was, wanted to square the fuck up with me. I'm not really a fighter. I don't like fighting, but if I got to, I'll whoop that ass. Okay? Alright. But yeah, that is it for this story time. If you guys did like this story time, give this video a thumbs up. If you guys want more story time, feel free to comment below. I would love to do more story times for you guys, like I said. If you guys have any questions you want to ask me, comment below as well. If this is your first time stopping by my channel, thank you so much for stopping by my channel. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button down there before you head out, or somewhere on the screen before you head out. And if you are not following me on any of my social media, it'll also be somewhere on the screen. Make sure you add me, follow me, let's become besties, and come turn up with your girl. And if you missed my previous video or any of my video, click the link in the description box or click the link to my channel and check out all my great videos. And like I say at the end of all my videos, thank you guys always for all the love and all the support, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.